Hello people and welcome to my channel of Vincent. This channel is aimed to providing all good videos about conservation issues. As you know, conservation issues are growing concerns for most scientists as humans continue to consume natural resources. Many organisms are headed for attention. Conservation issues include protection of trees, animals, and wetlands. And I hope you enjoy my videos. NYC climate clock countdown deadline to climate doomsday. The year 2028 can be one of the stunning accomplishments or somewhere failure, depending on how society as a large react to the current global warming crisis. An initiative called Climate Clock, created by a pair of activist artists, intend to ensure that what lands in the farmer category, and if they're not successful, to say they didn't warn you. In a first reminiscent of the Doomsday Clock, the Climate Clock is the worldwide project dedicated to shining a light on a very serious problem. The amount of time the world has left to prevent global warming effects from turning totally irreversible at first time. There's about 7 years and 98 days left ticking away on the timer. The clock is based on the carbon clock made by the Montecito Research Institute on Global Comments and Climate Change, we call MCC, using data from the IPCC Special Report on Global Warming at 1.5 degree. At the top of the Climate Clock website, two numbers are present. The red number is the timer, created to count down how much longer Earth has before the carbon budget has been burned through, calculated using current emission rates. The carbon budget is the level of carbon dioxide equals CO2 that can safely be released, while also restraining global warming to the maximum 34.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 1.5 degrees Celsius greater than the pre-industrial levels. Failures of rains and a global warming crisis could cause as much as $54 trillion in damage to ecosystems the world over. This is our deadline, the time we have left to take decisive action to keep warming under the 1.5 degree threshold, the site explains. At the top of the Climate Clock website, the two numbers are present. The red number is timer, created to count down how much longer Earth has before the carbon budget has been burned through, calculated using current emission rates. The carbon budget is the level of carbon dioxide that can safely be released while also restricting global warming to the maximums of 34.7 degrees Fahrenheit, 1.5 degrees Celsius greater than pre-industrial levels. Failure to rain and a global warming crisis could cause as much as $54 trillion in damage to ecosystem of the world over. This is our deadline, the time we have left to take decisive action to keep warming under the 1.5 degrees threshold. The site explains. By contrast, the second number in green depicts the much more positive number, indicating the steadily increasing amount of worldwide energy made using renewables energy source. Or, as the project presents, this is our lifeline. Simply put, we need to get our lifeline to 100% before our deadline reaches zero. Currently, this figure is around 28%. The Climate Clock made a debut as part of 2020 Climate Week on the site of 14th Street building in Manhattan, according to the New York Times. It stands next to the artwork called Metronome, where it has gold concentric circles. The creator of the clock will permanently display somewhere. The NYT reported the aim of installation to raise awareness about the looming deadline and inspired others like to pop up around the world. The site also supplies step-by-step instruction, a list of affordable materials on how to make a portable climate clock for home, school, and even work. Now, that's very scary. Coal-burning power plants are the biggest source of CO2 emission in the United States, responsible for 1.7 billion tons, 1.5 billion metric tons every year. Using fossil fuels to generate electricity is directly responsible for the creation of a heat-trapping pollution.